Hey, well, you're asking about this type of question. Now, the first thing you need to realize that you're dealing with what we called the difference of two squares. The squares are referring to the square numbers. So if you look at the expression, we have 36, take away y squared. Now, these two numbers are both square numbers. And when we have a situation like this, I'm going to use the grid like I have done in the lesson to let you see. Now I'm going to do it backwards. So I'm going to instead, knowing what the brackets are, to put them on top and on the side, I put the numbers in. So these are the two things that we know. And since we're dealing with square numbers, the biggest clue is that, which number times itself gives us 36? And clearly it's 6 and 6. And then we have y squared. Now, first, if we don't look at the negative sign, then we know it is y times y. So we have y times y to give us y squared. But you must have either one of them being negative because the result is a negative y squared. So you can assign either one of the y to have the negative. So now you see how we reverse the process. We now have the two factorized bracket. One is 6 minus y. The other one is 6 plus y. Now you can pause the video and then try the next two yourself. They are slightly trickier simply because it's a 9x squared and a 4x squared. So let me give you a clue. So 9x squared can be rewritten as 3x whole squared, which is actually a square number. So 3x times itself. So don't forget, try to build yourself the grid first, put 49 and negative 9x squared. Pause the video now and try it on your own. Now, assuming that you are playing the video again, so now this is 7 times 7 to give us 49, and we need 3x and 3x. One of them needs to be negative. And so, I forgot to say, if we have them one of each, like one negative, one positive, we will have a negative 21x in this box and a positive 21x in this one. And this is the reason why we don't have any middle terms, because they cancel out each other. Right, so going back, bracket them up, write them properly in their factorized form. You have 7 minus 3x, 7 plus 3x. For this question 11, the answer should be 3 minus 2x, 3 plus 2x. Now, I hope that got these two questions correct. If not, go back to Dr. Frost. Use this code to generate more questions to practice. I actually have put in an extra worksheet on Dr. Frost, so you can work on that one as well. Now the question 12, in order to do it successfully, again, we can rely on the grid. But this time, we can first put in the 2a squared in this box, and then the minus 4b squared in the, where did they go? In the bottom right. Now, to do these, we are not looking at the difference of two squares, but we will need to then rely on thinking about, what are the factors of 2 and 4 that we can use. Now, 2 is much easier to look at. What are the factors of 2? The factors of 2 are 1 times 2. So you have no options but to have 1a times 2a squared, 2a, to give us the 2a squared. 4, however, there are two possible pairs, 1 times 4 or 2 times 2. Technically, at this stage, you need to play around with the two different combinations. So if you use a pencil to help you, that would be good. Now let's say, you don't know. You just then randomly assign that, let me make this one negative 4b and this a positive b. Now they together will definitely give you the negative 4b squared. However, if you look at the two empty boxes, you will have negative 4ab and then 2ab. When you collect these together, you won't get this middle term, positive 7ab. So clearly, then putting those negative 4b here and positive b would be incorrect. So erase it. You can then switch it around. What if I have b here and a 4b? So here you will have, let's see, 4b times 2a, that gives you 8ab. Okay, 8ab. And then this one, you will have 1ab. Now, let's say this is 8ab, this is ab. Now, can you see, if we assign this to be negative, we need it anyway, because we need the negative 4b. Then we will get the positive 7ab when we collect the two middle terms. So the factorized form will be 2a minus b times a plus 4b.